ようこそ、快楽原理の底の底へ。ここにあるのは、深い安寧。覚めない夢こそ、至上のゆりかご。理性と本能、不快と快楽、どちらによるかは、あなたの心が命じるままに。
Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So, like I said last time, this one is the interlude. Really kind of boring to go through after each subsequent replay. So, yeah, just a bunch of text, nothing really all that important. Maybe at the end we unlock the Noble Phantasm. That's pretty much it. So, how about we just get this one started, shall we? Subjectiveness, sound asleep. Objectiveness, up and active. Thus, before waking, I'll sort out my memories. Verify my name. Hakuno Kishinami, no problem there. Verify the situation. This is war. A battlefield on the moon, a spiritual supercomputer which has recorded all information since before mankind's creation, the moon cell. This is the stage of the Holy Grail War, while control of the moon cell is fought over. The prize for this war is a chance to have any wish granted. The vanquished receive death, the victor glory. The modern-day wizards don't wield ancient, dust-bound magic, but instead utilize cyber hacking. The participants are called masters, and each are bestowed with a servant. The pair contend within the war to come on top, for the death of the servant equates to the death of the magus. Hakuno Kishinami is also a master who joined that battle. Alongside her servant, she overcame every master and proceeded to the ocean's depths of the Seraph. However, unforeseen 69 days glitch detected by the far side of the moon along dry storage. Wake up. Due to censorship within the memory sector, I cannot be sorted. Rectify my situation. Hakuno Kishinami was taken and held within the far side of the moon. She lost her memories, and her relationship with her servant turned into its initial state. After finishing her exploration, she successfully recovered her memories. On the 12th floor of the Sacral Labyrinth, she made contact with Bibi. Her future beyond that point is unknown. The above mentioned is Hakuno Kishinami's present situation. The problem is, Hakuno Kishinami, having recovered her memories, found she has no objective, unlike her other masters. During this new stage of the Holy Grail War, Hakuno Kishinami had forgotten her memories of who she was before joining the Holy Grail War. I guess when the preliminaries shifted to the main battles, some trouble went down and you sustained some trauma for your memories. And that R.P. is what R.T. said, someone I came to know during the Holy Grail War. Who am I? For what purpose did I seek the Holy Grail? Hakuno Kishinami has lost those definite reasons for existing. While having a vague self-defining I was always fighting, unless I thought my life would be forfeit. But if not fighting didn't mean certain death, if I could keep existing without uncertainty. Sure enough, maybe this means you and I can have some reason to fight. Within the crowd, or rather within these recollections, I feel like I've heard a woman whispering. It's as if I was watching a fragmented dream. My body, it feels heavy. My vision is dark and terribly blurry. Where am I? Gaster, is that you? I try to make a sound, but no voice comes out. My foot feels weighed down, and my joints are sluggish. No matter how much force I put in, I can't stand up. Wait, could it be? Have I become physically incapable of standing on my two legs? All around me, as far as the eye can see, is darkness. The ground, which feels soft to the touch, like fabric, stretches out forever. Maybe this is velvet? I don't see Bibi or Castor. Actually, there aren't any signs of any living things here. Maybe this is the ocean of the far side of the moon, an imaginary number space which has no exit. Just sitting here thinking won't get me anywhere. Maybe I can stand up, but I can't move forward. It's emphatic to be crawling out on all fours, but for now I'll explore the area. Riveting gameplay. No matter where I go, the landscape never changes. It's merely an expanse of darkness and velvet. Even minuscule sounds aren't made. It's a perfect silence. Unable to bear it, I try shouting, "Is anyone there?" But no sound comes from my throat. Could it be? This might not even be an imaginary number space. I may be in a world after death. Could it be that there's no one here but me? That there's nothing more than this landscape? After that presumption pops into my head, my heart starts to pang with anxiety. Paired with the discomfort of being unable to stand, an unpleasant sweat breaks out. Oh yeah, there's this form of torture where a person is forced to crawl from about a whole month to break them mentally. I wonder if this is the one type of that actually. I prefer that it is. Torture is driven by someone's intent. If the torture is being done for some objective, then as long as that objective is met, the person will be freed. But what if it's merely done for no reason? What if in this world it's always this way? I would have no choice but to keep wandering around here for the rest of my life. I scream out of fear, but no voice comes out. Despondently, my drowsiness rapidly assails me. One part of me thinks that this isn't the time to be feeling sorry for myself. Another part of me is giving up, figuring there's nothing I can do here. But what if this is all there is to this world? I can't help but feel this is the right option, but it's to do nothing, just fall asleep. But even if there's nothing here, even if I can stand, my body still moves freely.
何？まだ生きてるの？みっともない。負けが確定したんだから、活動やめなさいよ。資源の無駄でしょ。
That was a hallucination. I lifted my head and I heard someone's voice, but there's nothing in this space. There isn't even the sound of an echo.
無駄よ。無駄だったのよ。全部無駄だったの。だから諦めて眠っちゃえば？理解できません。速やかな眠りを期待します。でも一人は怖いっす。怖いくらいなら毛布にくるまって現実逃避するっす。お前たちもう寝なさ
い。諦めましょう。僕らには何もできない。僕らはとっくに成功の時期を逃していた。あとは速やかな自己解決のみです。
さお前もう終わってるってわからないの？レベル上げたって手詰まりだって。ライフ切ってスリープしたら？
How far have I gone, I wonder? There's no sense of time or distance here. It feels like I've crawled up for an entire day. It also feels like I've crawled for nearly an entire year, too. Those hallucinations, wherever they are from, have long since ceased. It's unclear whether I'm alive or dead. I can hear a voice. It's no hallucination. It's practically reverberating through this space. But whose voice is this again? It's been years since even my own voice has been able to come out. What even is a voice? What shape did humans have, anyways? I can't picture it very well.
驚きです。ちょっと覗いてみたら、まだ動いていたんですね。おとなしく眠っていればよかったのに、自分から目を覚ますなんて。人間は無駄ばっかりなんですね。わざわざ苦しんだり悲しんだり、 そんなに痛いのが好きなんですか？
It's a voice, probably the voice of a girl I've heard before. It's a soft voice, as if she's whispering, yet the echo booms. There's a strong pressure in my head, as if it's the space itself is speaking to me. My head isn't working very well. Is this a light of promise? If a voice is there, then that means that the owner of it is here somewhere. My head may feel funny, but I know that there's no such hope to be had. There's no exit, no matter where I go. There's an imaginary number space under her control. Simply defying her is fruitless. I should do what everyone is telling me and fall asleep already.
どこに行こうと言うんですか？出口なんてどこにもないってまだわからないんですか？あなたたちには何もないんです。脱出の可能性も生存の可能性も。だってそんなにも弱いんですから。
Scorn, towing, mockery, disparagement. Her voice directly imparts negative emotions on me. Not even a single change presents itself, let alone anything that looks like an exit. That's right. We lost, completely defeated. Even by doing this, our probability of winning is 0.
無駄。全部無駄ですよ。早く諦めちゃってください。無駄。全部無駄ですよ。早く諦めちゃってください。無駄。全部無駄ですよ。早く諦めちゃってください。無駄。全部無駄です。夕方島の虫そのものね。ちっぽけな希望にすがってさまようなんてほんと無様です。一体何を期待しているんですか？雲の糸？正義の味方？そんなものはどこにもありません。あなたのやっていることは無意味です。おとなしくここで眠っていれば苦しみからは解放されますよ。
There's no hope. No one is coming to help me. It's like whoever that was said I should just sit there and fall asleep.
恥ずかしい先輩。恥ずかしい先輩。恥ずかしい先輩。ああ、恥ずかしい。まるでというより完全に犬ですよ、先輩。ああ、もうだから無駄ですってば。ここは無限永遠に回り続ける檻なんです。ハウス、ワンちゃん、ハウスですよ。これが聖杯戦争のマスターだなんてサーバントが見たらどう思うでしょうね。
This is shameful, embarrassing. Am I really a sore loser? Even I'm well aware of it. To be honest, I want to give up already. I want to rest now. I want you to stop making me go somewhere. I want you to realize this is enough, that it is meaningless.
ああ、惨め。すっごく惨めですよ。ほら、意識ももうそんなに縮んでいます。パリンコみたいですよ。もうすぐ見えなくなっちゃいますね。嵐の海に漂う小舟を見ている気分です。そろそろ疲れてきませんか？おとなしく休んでいいんですよ。あなたはよく耐えました。今なら誰も笑いません。ほら、もう手を動かすのはやめてください。
I've accepted it completely. This really is a world with nothing in it. Let's stop moving forward. The voice is right. If I just go to sleep, I'll be freed. I don't have to make a choice. I don't have to see how this will all end.
ちょっと異常です。諦めるってこと知らないんですか？もう何もないって分かってますよね。自分の無力さを痛感しましたよね。眠りたいって言いましたよね。おかしい。どうかしている。狂っています。とっくに限界なのに、動く道理がないのに、なんでおとなしく眠らないの
I'm at my limit. I can't even see myself. But it's not a particularly big deal. This is impossible. I can't see the end, but it's not an especially unusual thing. No, that's wrong. Even I had the wrong idea. Before I was dropped into this space, I stupidly gave you this apology. I'm sorry, Hakunikishima has no more strength left to fight with. I look like a fool. Such hubris was my downfall all along. No more strength left to fight. Seriously? That's natural. After all, I've never had the strength to fight from the very beginning. What I had left within me up until now was thanks to the help from my many allies. Me winning and advancing through rounds was because I had the support of my servant. It's true, I have no such strength to fight. All I've been able to do was move forward. That I stubbornly protected. That has been my pride. That's why, while I can move forward while my body still moves, the one thing that I don't want to stop is myself. An enemy program when I don't have caster with me. Just how huge is this thing? If I get caught by that thing, it's over. I'll be forced to sleep and my memories are gonna be erased, but this time for sure. There's no way I can escape this thing. Is this going to be the end of end up with me being trampled?
Yeah, 間に合った。
Right on time, man.
相変わらず見事な悪あがきだ。
Julius さん、一体何のつもりですか？いや、それ以前にどうやってこの BB スペシャル犬空間に？
決まっている。今お前が送り込んだプログラムをビーコンにしてだ。 ここは何もない空間。中の様子を覗けるのは創造者であるお前だけであり、定義する基準がないため誰も入ることはできない。だがたった今そこに確かな物体が発生した。対象 A があればそれを基準に座標を測れる。簡潔に言えば、根負けしたお前の浅はかな一手が起死回生の隙になった。
Julius, what the hell is this door? And hey, didn't you just betray the student council?
裏切っていたとも BB をな。あの女、用意周到さだけならレオをしのぐ。本気で使えなければ信用されん。遠坂、ラニは生きている。本気で撃ち込んだが死んではいない。今頃はさくらに看病されているだろう。まあジナコを BB に差し出した件は言い逃れできないが、あの女だけは予想外だったからな。対処法が考えつかず BB の命令に従うしかなかったんだ。
裏切っていたですって。量子空間の狭間で消える寸前だったあなたを拾ったのは私です。ゴースト化していたあなたを助けてあげたのに、その恩をあだで返すんですか？
そうだとも。亡霊を使うとはそういうことだ。俺は奴への憎しみでゴーストになり、その後は違う無念から残り続けた。俺には初めからこの無念を晴らすことしか頭にない。生きか
あなたは5回戦で先輩に負けて敗退したはずです。その後って何ですか
？6回戦の直前で止まっているお前には知り得ないことだ。どうということはないんだ。単に2度も死ぬ羽目になった往生際の悪い男がいただけの話だ。その中に入れ。出口ではないがお前が寄るべき場所につながっている。迅速に突破し遠坂たちと合流しろ。 BB はまだ完全ではない。奴を倒せる可能性は残っている。 BB は月の裏側の全領域を支配、いやすでに同化している。だがそれだけだ。肝心要のムーンセル中枢には侵入できてさえいない。
ジュリウスさん、ジュリウス！
ムーンセル中枢のセキュリティは強固だ。あれは聖杯戦争の勝者しか入れない領域。そのため BB はアリーナに偽装して桜迷宮を作っていた。アリーナならば正規の道として中枢に接続されるからな。それが中枢に至る唯一の経路となる。迷宮はお前たちが踏破せずとも深くなっていたということだ。迷宮は月を貫通させるためのものだから、その前に。
そこまでよ。シープシフター、裏切り者ごとそのゲートを破壊しなさい。
話はこれだけだ。急げ。その扉も長くは持たん。
I let Julius' sacrifice be in vain. If that's what he says is true, then there'll still be a chance to defeat BB when we can. Then we can sit idle. But there's one thing I don't get. I stop in my tracks. I really do know nothing. Julius, he If Phoebe is right, then why would he go this far to save me when Hakuno Kishami stole his life from the Holy Grail War?
それは愚問だな。友人を助けることに、そう理由はいらないだろ
Friends? Julius and I. Despite us being enemies in the Holy Grail War and me almost getting killed countless times.
そうだ。知らなかったか？お前は、俺の唯一の友人なんだ。何もなかった俺が見た最後の光。それを、たとえお前がまだ覚えていなくとも。行け。
Oops.
いいか。AI は一人でには壊れない。壊れたというのなら、そこには必ず外からの干渉があったはずだ。俺ではたどり着けなかったが、お前なら救えるはずだ。暴け、そして見極めろ。あの愚かな AI がなぜどうやって暴走したのか、その真相を。
Julius. He's getting further away. The man who packed a ton of emotion to call me a friend is disappearing into thin air. My vision, which has become more accustomed to darkness, becomes enveloped in a dazzling light. So this is where Julius and I have our farewell. Here in the far side of the moon, I part with the man who cared for Hakuno Kishami till the very end. Alright, let's save. And we can carry on with the interlude thing. Blank State Region, World of Logos. After finishing the teleportation, I found myself in the blue space. It looks like the bottom of the deep ocean, but I'm not suffocating as much as before, nor do I sense any danger. Now can I stand properly? The joints in my knees and elbows don't hurt. I was supposed to crawl on all fours, but my body seems fine now. For the time being, I'll go see what's up ahead. Julius led me here for a reason. There has to be something essential for me here. There she is. That's Castor. This is great, she's alive and well.
ストップ。そこまでです。どこのどなたか存じませんが、気軽に私の間合いに入らないでくださいます。不法侵入兼痴漢容疑で、燃える、裂かれる、凍りつくなどのフルコースをお望みですか？
Yeah, Castor, I think, is the coldest when meeting us again. Castor? She's acting really strange. I calm myself down and start the conversation again.
耳に覚えがありません。やっぱり初対面ですね。はい。え？マスター？契約した？あなた様と私が？その無礼。
Oops.
一度だけなら聞き逃しましょう。改めなさいまし。見知らぬお方。本来なら、この場所に土足で踏み入った時点で八つ咲きにしているところ。それを思いとどめたのは、ひとえにあなた様の魂がいえ、私に近しいものだったからです。あまり図が高いと、コロッ プしちゃうのでご用心を。だいたい、私は今完全フリー。前のマスターとは意見の相違で別離し、こうして昇進旅行をしている最中です。
Caster's words bring my thoughts to a full stop. This shock is different from what happened in the previous space. Caster doesn't remember me. She doesn't even remember contracting with Haku Shinami, and now she's accepted me as a master. The battles we've been in, none of it. Did you forget about me, Caster? Nibble to hold it, I shout all these words out.
ですね。来やすいと申し上げていましょうに。
There's no change in Caster's expression. This is terrible. Compared to this shock, the pain from before was child's play. The person I bonded with forgot about me. This anguish can't be expressed with words. The more precious each moment we spent together was, the bigger the wound I received from each is. Was our bond so fragile that you could just up and forget it? I want to say this, but give her peace in my mind. But I can't go thrusting my disappointment on anyone, much less Caster. No way. The reason is because, although Caster may have forgotten completely and looks uncertain, Caster is actually the biggest victim here. To question and criticize Caster in this situation would be the worst, most selfish thing I can do. How can this be? It's at this point that I finally realize something. To forget completely is far sadder to the ones who were forgotten than the one who actually forgot. At that... Yep. That happened once before. That's the pain that I made Caster go through in full.
そんな顔しないでくださいまし。私がひどい女のように思えてきます。もう、そうですよ。実のところ私、昨日までの記憶をまるっと忘れています。でも、そんなの日常茶飯事ですし、たまも嫌なことは100年単位で忘れるポジティブ英霊ですから。まあ、今回の原因はわかりますけど、あちらの壁、見えますか
？Is that a labyrinth core? Is this, why is there such a thing here? It looks like Caster.
そりゃ、ここが私の、それはどうでもいいとして。見るものすべてを虜にするしとやかさ。殿方ならば、貢がずにはいられない儚さ。三千大世界をあまねく照らす太陽の笑み。あれは間違いなく私です。問題は、なんであんな場所に私がもう一心あるのか、という話でして。私の記憶がないのは、おそらくあれが原因でしょう。だってほら、あんな見るからに怪しい女、他にいませんし。
There isn't any doubt. I didn't want to believe that after hearing her say all that, but this is unmistakably the real Caster.
ですので、近寄って調べたいのですが、どうにも私一人では先に進めないのです。鬼門遁甲の類と見ました。見たところ、あなた様は術にかかっていないご様子。ついでだから、あそこまで私を先導してくれません？ほら、あれが無許可の偽物だったら、著作権取らないといけませんし。
Caster is requesting to accompany me to that wall. Without hesitation, I'm not in agreement. I may not know what's going on, but it makes me happy that I can do things together with Caster. Also, if we get to that wall, we might be able to recover Caster's memories.
では、早々に出立を。余分な時間や手間は取らせないでくださいましね。
Alright, let's go. I'm sure nothing bad will happen after we cross a certain threshold. What in the world is that? Miss Hakuno, are you injured? I can handle any medical treatment. Hey, wait a second. Why did I react like that? I reply, I'm fine. The moment I tried to go past this point, the current of electricity ran through my entire body. I didn't see anything that looks like a trap, though. What's going on? Oh, hey, BB. It's our organic current, rejecting spiritrons in another wavelengths, like what you humans call, leukocytes. It attacks any harm that enters. Hey there, BB. How's it going? BB! Damn, she's already caught up to us. How filthy. Miss Hakuno may be a rude person, but it appears that you're less than an animal. A worm. Sorry to tell you this, Caster, but a worm is an animal. Consider yourself lucky that my body is a protection. If you were a materialized, I would erase you off the face of this world. Yes, I'm unable to enter this place as I am, for it is a servant spiritron core, the inside of Caster's mind. Through my computational power has expanded, I can't read in this format. Sending my eyes and voice like this is my limit. This is the inside of Caster's mind. Then, just like with Rin and Ronnie, the sculpture chiseled into that wall is Caster's true self. You're right, when Caster fell into the imaginary number space, a defense mechanism caused her to enter a hibernative rest. To find out the spiritron collapse occurring 1 minute later, she stopped she stopped her own time. She's frozen, basically. That wall is your servant, protected from collapse by being frozen. The servant beside you is an instinct punching to protect her true self. That is your servant's initial state. I'm not very pleased with it, but I understand the situation now. So presently, I've been reverted to a newborn state. If I wake up the me from over there, I will return to my previous self. If you can, perhaps you would like to try and approach it? There isn't any chance of such a thing. So long as I know the wall is the real me, I have no need to confirm it. I had no wish to approach myself in the first place. I'm not the foolish sort of woman who gets enchanted by Narcissus flowers. I'd say that's fair. You are instinct, that is reason. When reason awakens, instinct is suppressed. I'm sure even you don't want to disappear. Please sit and continue to waiting until you're within yourself for the next summoner. Of course. I still get an idea. The situation is the same situation as the preliminaries school building. Back then, I kept seeing dreams of the preliminaries. Caster right now may be in the same state as I was back then. Billy says that its reasoning is asleep. So if I do the same thing Caster did back then, I'm sure that will... Slow, aren't you? Beyond this point is an area where the Spiritron core and all outsiders will be attacked. Without backup from the student council room, foreign elements will be promptly disassembled. Understand, Senpai? If you go past this point, you'll be treated as a virus and be taken apart. I send my voice here because it's a waste of resources to have my cheeky rebel destroy herself in a place like this. I've decided that while the student council and the members live, I need to use your life efficiently. I'll make cautionary media out of you. So since dying here won't leave a dead log, please don't die like a moron. Take this as a warning from me. Any further and you'll die. Good luck and be good and turn back. So, do so now, and I'd like to go back to the existing regions and return to the old school building. Okay? I agree to get at the coordinates you were teleported to. Please use it to come back, Senpai. No. She disappeared. I guess she can't interfere like she's done in the past because this space is a mental image of Caster. The mystery has been completely solved. There's no longer any reason for me or you to proceed ahead. Our time was short, but I'm much obliged. I would feel bad if I told you to get the hell out, so won't you rest here for a while? You're strangely relaxed, Miss Hakuno. What will you now? You will really have yourself a rest in the Fox's lodging. What am I going to do? I'm being asked what I'll do. No need to even think twice. If Caster's up ahead and still sleeping, I'll fetch a cup of tea for you, so please don't seriously consider going any further. Sorry, but I'm going. It seems the electric current changed from warning to attacking me. I was able to sense that from the current just now. One part of my body is internally collapsed.
はい？何をするかと思えば、もしやあなたも虫でしたか？あのクロマントの話を聞いていたでしょ？その先は紛れもない夜道。生きては帰れぬ冥府魔道。縁のない人間とはいえ、 むざむざ焼け死なれては迷惑千番です。今なら間に合います。お戻りなさいませ。
I understand the situation, but I'm sure this is just a speculation. Also, this isn't the time to be resting. There's still a path up to Castor's slumbering core. Before my mind gets worn down by the pain, I need to get over there somehow. Still going. The middle path of my flesh internally collapses. I can't feel from my ankle down, but I still have the ability to move my legs. If I can move, then there's still no issue.
不快ですね。一向に止まらないとは。ああ、もしや私の助けを期待しているとか？それはありえません。先ほどは治療はお任せなどと口を滑らせましたが、あれは気の迷い。そうもあの私を起こせば、この私は消えてしまいます。ここまで説明してまだ先に進むのならお好きになさいませ。私助けませんから。
I see. I hadn't thought that far. If I wake up the reason, the instinct will disappear, and the caster in that initial state, my actions aren't inconsequential but bothersome. I'm essentially an enemy, so this is better than being cut down. But even so, I know that I have a selfish ego. I don't know when to stop moving. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it's half of us right now. It's a little dark. My limbs getting heavier is a problem, but if the light goes out, my fate will be sealed. In any case, it's getting hard to see Caster.
お戻りなさい。私を消すというあなたの消しさは伝わりました。ですが、それも無謀と分かったでしょ。このままではあなた様の体が持ちません。今ならまだ許さないこともありません。戻ってくれば傷の手当てをいたしましょう。ですから早く。その先は。
Oops. I've still got another 30% of me left. I can make it. With this much keeping my balance with what's left in my head, I should just barely reach. Yeah, it is a close call, but you will be able to reach it. Yeah, no, we still can't see the ramp. There we go, now we can see the ramp. My body slowly got lighter. Apparently my abdomen completely vanished. Fortunately my sense of pain isn't working very well, as I feel that it is disgust in the sense that I've become a skeleton monster. Hopefully I'm quicker on my feet, as such my body got lighter.
ああ、もう人が気取っていればつけ上がって見てらんないです。いくらなんでもそれはないです。なんか胸がギリギリするんです。そこ怒ってないから戻ってこーい。戻ってこないともっとひどい目に遭わせますよ。
Sorry, Caster, I have to keep going. However, now we're in the right order. She was probably the one hurting first. She believes in Akunushinami and raced to the starry sky, similar to the depths of hell. Almost there. There it is. That's Castor's true form. Castor fell with me into the imaginary number space and ended up frozen. But this is her mind. If I can just free it. No, I'm not.
わかりません。本気でわからない。どうしてそこまでするんですか？私の記憶なんて、あなたにはどうでもいいものじゃないですか。
Castor's voice makes an impact on me. Why am I doing all this? I mustn't put it into words. Once I had lost my memories of Castor and me. I saw Castor's face and looked disappointed and regretful for that loss. That's enough for a reason. I have no regrets or hesitation in putting my entire soul on the line for this. Almost there.
「そこまでです。この先は最後のファイヤーウォール。絶対に進ませません。」
BB. And an attack program.
せっかく封印したサーバントを解放されてはたまりませんから。あなたをここで排除します。
I can't dodge it. In a few moments, Hakuno Kishinami's spiritual structure will be smashed into bits. Not in her watch.
なぜあなたが邪魔を？その人を野放しにすることはあなたにとって自殺行為のはずでしょ。あなたに言われたくはありませんが、おおむね否定はいたしません。ですが、この世は直感を優先する本能、その本能が叫ぶのです。たまもちゃんファイト。
Castor's protecting me. She hasn't gotten to know Hakuno Kishinami, and this should be irrelevant to her, yet here she is.
私はあなたのおっしゃった言葉を信じてはおりません。私は人に呪われ呪い返す反映霊。あなた様のような心の清い方のおそばにはふさわしくない。私は自分の在り方を知っております。それゆえ私はくぶくりあなた様の召喚に応じることはないでしょう。ならどうしてよくぞ聞いてくれました。シスルが恋というのなら笑って友をいたしましょう。それはなぜかと問われれば、なんていうかこの方、宇宙で一番私の好みっぽいのです。私、恋に生きると決めました。ですので、何としても守ります。正しい男女交際として、まずはご主人様から始めさせてくださいまし。ではでは、良妻として初最後のお仕事です。いってらっしゃいませ、マスター。きっとあなた様に愛されたこの私より幸せな私があなたの声を待っています。さようなら。夜道の決死行、素敵でした。これ本当にあれほど思われるなんて。私、今でも涙が止まりません。
Oh, Castor. Caster encourages me on. I stretch my own hollow hand out in the ether. I feel a defined shape in the palm of my hand. My disintegrated body and now disintegrating mind flow into the cold sculpture. Now, what should I do? Such a doubt crosses my mind, and I immediately shut it out with a dry laugh. I hardly need to think twice about what I should do. There's only one thing I can do. Yeah, as always. Please come. Caster. I call out that name as always. Um.
それはこの場面でどうなんでしょう。あれ？しまった、滑った？悪ふざけは今回自粛？
Probably not the best place, yeah.
わかってます。冗談ですとも。偽りのない玉の響き。曇りけぶった私の胸にもしかと。たとえ我が神明を忘れようと、あなた様こそ我が持ち主。このキャスター、前例をかけてあなた様の声に応えましょう。いざ、宝具の会長を。水天日光、アマテラス矢の雫石。存分に。
And we're back to normal. Nice. After Caster calls to me, every one of my missing parts is restored. This places a mental image of Caster. How come Kishimi was perceived as a foreign body up until now? In this moment, I became foreign to her no longer.
そんな宝具が解禁されるなんて、そこまでの成長、この先輩はできないはずなのに。愛の力の前には時間軸とか関係ないのです。つーか、悪趣味ここに極まります。ご主人様を犬扱いなんて、なんて奥深いワンちゃんか。なるほど、そういうプレイもあるのか。
Caster, come on, man. I really hate to say this, but my servant is actually messed up in the head.
あ、やば。つい大陽子だった頃の側面が。ちょっと待って、私のいっぱいある尻尾。今は一尾かつご主人様に使える良妻です。その私の前でご主人様をあんな目に遭わせた非道。ただで済むと思わないでください。さあ、指示をマスター。改めて私の勇姿を目に焼き付けてくださいまし。
Alright.
ではでは、久方ぶりの本領発揮と参りましょう。
Noble Phantasm time.
宝具のお時間です。では、
Alright, so Caster's Noble Phantasm. For this turn's duration, MP cost is using skills is 0. So yeah, let's just do this. Go for Bestial Sky. Go for whatever this. Go for another Bestial Sky, and then go for this.
一点も残しません。
We do get a hit, but that's fine. That's fine. We basically get everything. I will say, of all the Noble Phantasm casters, it's probably the weakest. Mostly because it only lasts one turn, and one of the moves is already used up for the Noble Phantasm itself. You can see you switch it happen and it does the same amount of damage. So it doesn't even buff a caster's damage. It's just a way to spam skills.
ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。
And of course he guarded, so there's
よし、どうぞ。
less stuff.
炎天よ、走れ。
Yeah, it's basically yeah, we're dead, aren't we? Yeah, you see. Oh man, of course. Yeah,
お許しを、マスター。
yeah, let's have to do that again. Caster's Noble Phantasm is very weak.
血も凍る。大会を始めるといたしましょう。
I'm gonna give a quick save state here.
バリバリな奥の手をお見せしましょう。世にはびこる縁のジャム、元凶なれは殺生石、みそぎ払うは賜物しずいし。いざ。私、心を入れ替えました。水天日光、ここに見参。 炎天よ、走れ。ちょっと待ってたよ。炎天よ、走れ。よし、待ってもらおうぞ。
Yep, we got hit there, but
ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。
yeah, it does really kind of suck that we casters isn't particularly good.
切るなら私の自由ですね。
All right.
バリバリ。触ってみてくださいます。 よし、待ってもらおうぞ。ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。よし、待ってもらおうぞ。
Oh, come on, man.
カチカチですよ。なら殴る。あとは焼くなり切るなり、私の自由。
Nah, this should be good enough.
ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。マスター、一生ついていきます。 狼藉はここまでです、BB。私の心に入っていいのはご主人様ただ一人。あなたはお呼びじゃありません。私どもは必ずあなたの喉元に迫ります。その時まで首を洗って待っていなさい。調子に乗って投影が維持できない。覚えてなさい。
BB vanishes. Caster, who used to be Instinct, is also vanishing. But I see Caster, who I was separated from, after a very short time / extremely long time of being separated, I can see Caster smile again. I think she's smiling too much. As soon as Caster turned around, she placed a finger on my chest and started spinning it around. I pushed her away, my hand pressing against her cheek, scarlet with elation as she tried to wriggle in for an embrace. Also, I just don't get her.
ご主人様ったらあんな熱い求愛行為を見せられたら兄も出なくてもメロメロです。進めば砕けるガラスの道。 私を取り戻すために一心不乱に歩み寄ってくれるなんて。よーし、もう BB とかどうでもいい。一刻も早く旧校舎に戻ってワンチャンプレイの続きをいたしましょう。お任せください。狐的に犬神は許しませんが、今回に限り心情までご主人様がはたいた。ナギにもナミにもはたかれたことないのに。
I severely regret what I've done. Maybe I was too hasty.
そこでがっかりされると辛いです。嘘です。BB がどうでもいいというのは嘘。今一番優先すべき事件ですよね。もちろん了解しております。名残は本当につきませんけど、この空間から離脱するとしましょうか。はい、帰るのは簡単ですよ。だってここ私の心だし。こうして目覚めてしまえばやりたい放題。それこそ神様のごとしです。いえ、私神様ですけど。ご主人様、お目とお耳、お手を拝借。はい、感覚を閉じて心を静かに。旧校舎に帰還いたします。戦いはここからですね。ありがとうございました、マスター。この先どこまでもお供いたします。
My consciousness contracts and expands along with my consciousness. There's of course that seems to be shifting into another world. My soul detaches from my body and from the world. I'm transferring to the space where Hakuno Kishinomi belongs, to the dimension I'm tuned to. Midway, my mind calmly considers what happened up until now and the future from this point on. He was defeated, Julius took his leave. Ruby's powers were too overwhelming. Beating Lancer and the Alter Ego wasn't enough to resolve our dilemma. Were we really ever capable of winning against someone with a privileged skill of that caliber? No, we have to win. This dilemma isn't exclusive to us anymore. BB's goal is clearly insane. If she ends up gaining control of the moon cell, then human civilization, or perhaps the Earth itself, may meet its demise. We have to stop BB no matter what. It's precisely the last job Leo entrusted me with. Alright. We save here, and you can carry on until we end this part. Yep, can start up the next chapter. Chapter 5, Iron Maiden Princess, Bloodstained Purity.
女の話をしよう。どうせ食べるのなら丸ごとがいいと
Give me a
女は思った。
second. Sorry about that.
支配者にして処刑人、調理人にして毒味役、美食を重ねること数百人、堪能、溺愛、泥酔、絶頂。不死だらな食事のつけは頭に生えた異形の角。だがまあ、そう珍しいことでもない。美しい少女を貪るのは人間どもの本能だ。
When I came to, I was in front of the cherry blossom tree. I felt like I spent years in the imaginary number space by simply being back here relaxes me. Although I never must have dreamed that the day would come where I'd get nostalgic about this old school. Haku, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. There's everyone. Rin, Ronnie, and the others are gathered in the schoolyard. I can see the same fatigue in all their faces. It's as if they had each escaped from some peril and came back here to check up on one another. Not as if. It's exactly what happened, apparently. I'm sure you also given a rough time, but we were in a pinch ourselves. She just became BB's stooge and ambushed us. Rin, Sakura, and I were in the student council room and were able on the verge of death. After that, because Sakura had collapsed, the old school barrier was lifted. And of course, that's when hostile programs in the labyrinth invaded, and NPCs in the school were systematically attacked. I have to give it to him, it was a brilliant blitz strategy, but I guess Julius knew it well, since he led counter-terrorism units on Earth. So that's how I went down. The old school was protected by Sakura, or average hostile programs can't enter, and even BB can only affect us by observing the inside. However, the Master Sakura regards as a subject for the guardianship are different. Julius, a master, returned to the old school, rendered Sakura powerless and lifted the barrier. She attacked Rin and Rani and was ushered hostile programs into the mayhem-afflicted building to gain control. While Baby's commands, he commandeered his space just a few minutes and stood still.
Okay.
I know, Julius didn't betray us. He showed the true Bibi. I get it. He's still alive after all. After he didn't finish his top part, okay, this is an act. Externally, it looked like Sakura and the NPCs were on the verge of death, but the damage they took wasn't fatal. Then Ronnie and I were pushed into the imaginary number space, and everyone else was left in the labyrinth. That is all what happened. Everyone managed to find their way back and got here just now. What about you two? Were you able to monitor up until Leo was defeated, but what happened after that? I explained to Rin the sequence of events up until this point, and how Leo and Gawain were gone, and how Julius saved me in these final moments. I also about how Bibi's true goal is to head to the Mooncells core. I see. It's a shame what happened to Leo and Julius. Rin's thoughts on the matter end there. No longer do I think that such a thing is cruel. Behind her dispassionate words is sorrow towards two people who she deemed as worthy adversaries. But still, I didn't expect her to give no response to Bibi's own motive. Isn't Rin surprised? What about how she's heading to the Mooncells core? Well, I was already thinking that might happen in the end. The absolute worst case scenario, as some came to be, that's it. It's scary, but not surprising. Sounds like Rin has predicted roughly what Bibi's ultimately had her eyes on. No wonder she's the Student Council Vice President. She's as reliable as a person can be. No, I didn't think her goal would be something like a world where desires are unleashed. That's one awful future. I can't stand there being gloomy all day. I'll light a fire under everyone's ass and get us reorganized. You get some rest. I don't know what happened to you, and I don't want to ask, but your internals are all shattered. You're holding up for now, but I can tell you're cobbled together. You're so mangled up, I'm impressed you can still think rationally. So listen, go rest. We'll have a briefing after you wake up. I'm surprised, apparently for someone like Rin's level of observation, they can easily catch on how wounded my body is. Not hurting anymore, but if Rin is telling me to rest, then I should rest. Those who are in good health, she says, go fight, and those who must rest, she says, go rest. Pointing out the difference is Rin's Tosaka's kindness. Alright, let's just chat up with everyone for a bit. I told you, hurry up and get you my room. If Sakura was feeling well, I'd have her give you a medical checkup, but she's getting repairs right now, so can't use the infirmary. It's good that you're safe, Miss Haku. I heard what happened from Miss Tosaka. President Leo's final moments, Bibi's goal. The problem with piling up, you must lose heart. We'll gather the resources we have left, and with Sakura's aid, the Student Council will unite and make greater measures against Bibi. Until then, please go and get some rest. Hey there, how are you? Go, it's Haku. First of all, I'm happy you're alright. Don't go too overboard. I used up on your chat with Rin. It's all way beyond me, huh? Jinako's gonna be at the janitor's closet. I mean, sorry, but I'll just be dragging you all down. Karna can't fight anymore, and I got no power. I won't be Logato. No matter how much you pep me up, in the end, I snail as a snail, Haku. Can't shoot my personality that easily. Jinako graduated from Neat Hood. From now on, I'll be intangible like a ghost. So if you don't want to worry over me, please treat me like I'm not even here. I mean, that's all. It seems that's all I can do. I did. I was right all along. It makes me genius to know genius. That's how it is. How I can survive. That's this land without me dying. If I can pull this off, I can. Yeah, I was chosen. There's no way I'd lose the first round. Oh, Shami. Sorry about that. Just thinking about some things. It looks like you're doing all right. You insisted on surviving again. So, what are you all doing now? You were calling it the Student Council, but Leo and Julius are gone. There's a way out of this now, right? All you, Tosaka and Randy can do now is whatever Bibi says. How about accepting and preparing for the recommendation to surrender? You never know. She might spare you if you're lucky. Alright. Let's go to my room so we can end this day. Since I got back to my personal room, fatigue hit me. My knees lose their strength and I start to fall on the floor with a thud. Wow, that's dangerous. Are you still awake? Please lie down properly tonight. With Castle supporting my body, I reach the bed. The bedding feels soft, but my ability to think is slowly waning. Before I fall into tranquil sleep, the battle between Leo and Bibi comes to mind. Frustratingly, everything about Bibi is overwhelming. Until now, we fought within fields prepared by the Mooncells and their fixed rules that apply to our enemy, Elizabeth and Passionate too. They were legally modded to some extent. Those two were powerful enemies we faced while under the rules, but Bibi is different. At this point, she's become one with the system itself. She's a being who made the entire imaginary number space of the far side of the moon her possession and fused with the Seraph system. Isn't that precisely what could recognize as a god. If that's the case, the very chance of winning in our battle doesn't exist. Darling, having trouble sleeping? In that case, you may pet my tail if you would like to. Oh, that'd be kind of neat, actually. Between the both of us, I'm the only one who gets any enjoyment from that, sorry. If concerns over that wicked woman are weighing on your mind, then please lift your head and listen. Suddenly, she might be a mighty obstacle for us. Her inception is a merely tiny mistake. However, before anyone realized it, she grew, and now she became a dark cloud, practically enveloping everything. Nevertheless, it's too early to quit just now because of that. Please watch as I, Caster, extend every wile I possess and amass a mountain of many corpses if need to bring victory to my darling. Indeed, I won't be suffering an ordeal like that one ever again. So please, have yourself a nice rest, darling. There's nothing to worry about. As always, regardless of the outcome of that awaits us, I will be by your side. Caster's words are warm as if they were a warmth itself. They permeate through my tense body and mind. I'll soon be visited by serene sleep and I start falling into a dreamless world. Yes, that's precisely right. A way out of this is surely to exist within whatever fate awaits us, within whatever rules we're under. I'll protect Darling, return her to the Holy Grail War, and hand her the Holy Grail. Yes, I'm going for none other than the happy ending. I, Tamamo, will smash the destiny or two with time to spare, if it's for the benefit of Darling and me. Yeah, that seems about right. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. Let's just go ahead and save. I work at the Twilight I'm well acquainted with. Maybe Castor's nursing worked. My body feels way lighter now. Maybe his motives in the state of the labyrinth and our president's absence. There's a lot of things we need to discuss. Let's head straight to the student council room. Alright, before that, let's just see if Castor has anything new to say, and then we can quit. Nope. Alright, that's good. We'll let her keep the bondage gear for now. She seems to like it. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see each other next time. And for more of a Chapter 5 of Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.